All right, here I am, y'all, with your daily motivation. No matter what the weather is, we got to get out, got to get our workout in, got to take care of ourselves. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others first. So you got to take care of yourself first. And that also means, good work-life balance. I know people don't like that word, work-life, but you got work like I do, and you also want to have a life. So that's the way I equate it. So if you want to have a life, you got to know when to call it quits. I can tell you from personal experience that I had an unfortunate friend die, and we were on the ship together, and the command did the best they could, which is they held out for about a month, but until they had to replace him. And so my whole point of saying that is we're all replaceable. So while you're like giving your heart and soul to that job just for a paycheck and neglecting yourself, just know that you're not getting any extra accolades for doing that. Yeah, you might get an occasional bonus, but in the end, if you die younger than you're supposed to because you don't take care of yourself and you give yourself a heart attack, stressing, not taking a drink of water, not taking breaks, not going to work out, not standing, etc., they're going to be like, oh man, they're going to be sad for a little bit and they're going to go replace you. So that's my daily motivation for you to get out, take care of yourself. What I like to do is, I'm not a morning person, never have been, even though I'm in the military. So what I do is I pretty much every day, Monday through Friday, right around 11, I have my lunch, and then I give it about an hour and a half. Then I come out like about 12:30, get a workout, and then I call it quits for the day because my kids in school at 2 something. So I want to be home when they get home. So I've adjusted my schedule. I start work anywhere from 6 to 7. And what I do is I have a phone, so I'll knock out work before I actually physically come into the office. So a lot of people wonder what I do and why I'm afforded to leave early and stuff like that. I just adjusted my schedule and I'm very efficient. I've created some efficient ways of doing things, improved upon them upon the years, and so now I'm efficient enough to where, I can send out some few emails, knock out some tasks at 6 o'clock in the morning before I go to work, or I'll do it the night before. Actually, that's what my preference is. I do it the night before I show up to work, do what I got to do for that day. Sometimes I'm able to knock out half of my goals for the week in a matter of 2 days. But yeah, no matter what it is, right around 12:30, I start calling it quits, and then I go work out, take care of myself. And with these new presidential directives, everyone now is going to be required to pass a PT test for the Coast Guard. That's new for a lot of people. Not for me. I've been part of the boarding team crew, and so we always had to do PT, and I always just live off that motto. But for people at desk jobs, you're not required. So it's the first time that they're going to have to weigh in and do the PT test. And if you do the PT test, then you can get away with, being a little overweight, muscular or whatever the case is. So you should see a bunch of people out here, but you don't. And that shows you that people aren't taking that serious, even though we got all this opportunity right here, right there. It's empty.